Sarah walked through the old cemetery, the cold wind biting her skin. It was a place she usually avoided, the gray stones and whispering wind unsettling her. But today, drawn by an inexplicable urge, she found herself wandering among the weathered headstones. Then she saw it, a headstone with her name. Sarah Walker, her exact birth date etched in the cold stone. Her heart pounded a frantic rhythm against her ribs. She stepped closer, her breath catching in her throat. Below the birth date, a chilling detail, a death date. Exactly 1 week away, a nervous laugh escaped her lips. A prank? A cruel joke? A simple mistake? Before she could dismiss it as such, her phone buzzed. An unknown number. Hesitantly, she answered. A raspy voice, barely a whisper, sent a shiver down her spine. 1 week left. The line went dead. Sarah fled the cemetery, her legs pumping, her heart hammering against her ribs. She ran home, locking every door, bolting the windows. That night, sleep was impossible. Every creak of the house, every rustle of leaves outside, sent jolts of fear through her. She heard scratching at her window, a persistent, unnerving sound that clawed at her sanity. The next morning, dread coiled in her stomach as she returned to the cemetery. The death date on her headstone had changed. 1 day closer, she tried everything she could think of. She told her friends, her family, the police. They dismissed it as stress, a morbid coincidence, a trick of the mind. But the countdown continued relentlessly. No matter how many locks she added to her doors, how many times she checked under her bed, the scratching persisted. The date on the headstone crept closer. She tried to leave town, but the unsettling feeling followed her like a shadow, the unknown number calling again and again. The date on the headstone, a constant, relentless reminder of her impending doom, continued to march toward her. Days turned into nights, a blur of fear and desperate attempts to understand the inexplicable. The countdown wouldn't stop. One day, in May, Sarah stared at her reflection, pale and gaunt, her eyes wide with terror. The scratching intensified. At midnight, as the final day ended, the scratching stopped. Sarah didn't die that night. The following morning, the headstone was gone. No trace of it ever existed. But the chilling memory, the feeling of relentless pursuit remained. A constant reminder of a week that changed her life forever. The unknown number never called again.